Hey, what's up everybody? We've got Bernedoodle puppy Roxy with us. She's about 15 weeks at this point. Normally you're seeing us with Rampage. We're gonna still show you what we're gonna show you today with Rampage, but Roxy has just started with us, so it's a little bit fresh, a little bit more raw as to what we're gonna show you as far as luring, teaching behaviors, shaping behaviors, different things like that. Luring is maneuvering a dog's body into a position that I want, right? To teach obedience, right? So I have a treat here. This is about the size that we're gonna use as far as our food rewards. The way you hold it is pretty important. So I put it in my hand here, I pinch my thumb and my middle finger right here. So when I'm holding it like this, the dog cannot get it until I let go and release it, right? So just to show you in practicality, if I hold this here, I present it to Roxy here, she can taste it, she can smell it, I can move her around, she can't have it until, boom, I release it to her, okay? And that's where our markers are gonna come in, which can be either yes or good, right? These are the markers we're gonna use to mark behavior to tell them you've done the right thing, right? Yes is gonna typically be like what we've shown you with Rampage, right? We get focused, yes, I go like this, I move, right? That's engagement, right? Good is gonna be stationary, when I wanna start to build duration in a behavior, all right? So a couple of main behaviors that we're gonna be focused on is going to be the recall, the sit, the stay, the down, and then loose leash walking or heel. The sit, right? So typically wherever I want the dog's butt to go, I'm gonna move the head in the opposite direction anytime we're doing all of this. So first, Roxy, I'm gonna get Roxy's attention. I start to lure her. I'm gonna lure her head up. Yes, as soon as her butt hits the ground, I say yes, and I move, right? Remember, yes is gonna be, we mark, reward, we're gonna move, right? And allow her to chase that. So again, show that to you here. So you may have to even start moving like this, then start luring up, yes. As soon as that butt hits the ground, yes, boom, we move, all right? To build that duration, move the butt up, down, head up, good. I say good, I'm gonna reload, good. Good is building duration here, good, right? And she was already offering me sits and things like that, so that is coming relatively easy for her, right? But from this phase, I can already start to build a recall, right? So now I present the food, I start to lure, I move back, right? This is teaching her to come to me and then go into that sit. Yes, right? So again, I move, I'm starting to lay the foundation for that recall, come to me. Yes, right? And notice at this point, I'm not saying come, I'm not saying sit, I'm not saying down or any of that kind of stuff. This is just showing her those expectations. So if I have her moving, Roxy, sit, then I go into the lure, good. And this is kind of like moving quickly, right? So I'm gonna do a lot of this stuff without the command, many repetitions, probably like, you know, probably the first week or so you can do that without giving the command or anything like that. So we've got the sit, that was the recall or the come command, right? Now with the sit, you also want to teach her not only to sit in front of you, but sit beside you. This is going to help us out later on for our recall, right? Roxy, so I'm going to go ahead and lure her. A couple of key things that I'm going to do here. Yes, right? Body language wise, I'm going to, as I'm luring her, this left leg here, I'm going to drop it back. I'm gonna use this hand to bring her back here. If she loses focus, oh, she gets a freebie. She didn't see, I saw drop that one. Left leg goes back, bring her back, kind of move her around. Left leg comes up, yes, back into that sit. All right, show that again. So we start luring, left leg back, bringing her to my left side, left leg back up, and then, yes, into that sit, right? I can start moving. Now what am I starting to build here? Loose leash healing, right? Good. Right, so now I move. Again, all this is luring. The treat's in my hand, right? I stop, good, right? So I'm starting to build loose leash walking. I'm not focused on like, hey, let's go on a long walk. I'm just moving and keeping her right here. Good, reward, right? If she goes ahead of me, I'll just bring back. Remember this move right here? Boom, left leg back, resetting, and then I keep moving. Good, but you don't get the reward unless you're in this positioning right here, right? And you can see like right now, she's getting super excited, and this can be the challenge with a puppy, right? Like she's wanting to jump and do all this stuff, paw me, grab me, that kind of stuff. Like generally, I'm just not going to reward you for that behavior. I'm not correcting her or anything like that. But even as I'm down here, she's trying to paw me or anything, I'm just luring her. Like I'm not gonna give you that reward when you're pawing at me, right? I'm just luring her. So I'm more focused, right? Because a lot of times this can frustrate you. People can get a little bit angry, right? Like, oh my gosh, they're frustrated because the dog's pawing them or trying to grab them or whatever. I'm focused on the behaviors that I'm trying to teach. So if she's pawing me while I'm luring, I'm just not gonna release that reward until she stops doing that and she's in a position that I want, okay? All right, so we've got same principle. I've got the treat here. I'm gonna start moving her head down. Bam, she gives it to us pretty easily. Good, yes. And I'm just doing it. You can do it in any position you want. I just do it in the heel position because this benefits us later. Good, so you want her actively, good, yes, going after that treat, right? So that treat's in my hand. Good, right? She's actively going, I'm just moving down. Yes, as soon as those elbows hit the ground, mark and reward, right? And duration is the same thing sometimes. So I'm gonna put like 4 or 5 pieces in my hand. This can get tricky, right? Because I don't want her to get any of them until I want her to have them. So right here, good. Give her 1, good, good. Now we're talking about good, building duration. I'm on my last one here, yes, boom, right? So now I'm rewarding that duration, right? So that's how you're gonna build. Those are some of the fundamental behaviors that we're gonna start to show our dog. And again, with Rampage, we haven't shown a lot of this stuff because we're looking at other things. I have other priorities, but I'm still doing this from day one, multiple times a day. Every time I go out for a potty break, this is what I'm working on to show my dog the expectations. When we get to the point in training of introducing accountability, this is what they'll fall back on, that muscle memory of what you're showing them now. So this is extremely important, but this is how you will start to teach those behaviors.